swag of a prize fighter. The antithesis of a firefighter. Arsonist, I'm a fire rider. Instant flame like a firelighter. So special with shows, I live out my flows. Can't walk in my shoes, can't purchase my clothes. Ice in my veins, but I never froze. Picture perfect, but I never pose. As a juvenile, I knew I bounced back. Got rated, had a plan to get my ounce back. Use cheese as bait, that's a mousetrap. Let me to the right person to pounce at. They selling dreams, I'm pulling receipts. Full force, we can't be beat. Got a dirty mouth, but the flow so neat. Keep your 2 cents, talk is cheap.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Kaden, and I'm here with my co-host.
What's good? This is G.
And it's your boy, the Great Wall of TBE, yo. Shout out to Zhang, baby.
All right, so the first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Zhang defeats Joe Joyce. He stopped him due to damage to the eye. And we was talking in our group chat, and Trill said you can only take punches to the face for so long. And by the way, he's out for a few weeks handling some issues, but he will return. He wanted to say what's up to all the Boxing Bros supporters out there. Now, I'm turning it over to you, Conspira G. What was your reaction to that fight, seeing Joe Joyce, the Juggernaut, get battered and get the fight stopped?
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Yeah, I was kind of upset, man. Like, you know why I'm upset? For a couple of reasons. For one, you know, I believed in Joe Joyce. So I believed in the Juggernaut. So I was like, man, he's gonna run through Zhang. Easy money. Yo, next thing I know, I think it was round 2. I'm never seen the Juggernaut wobble. And I was like, whoa, what's going on here? And then, yo, this dude just eating left hands. You know, Zhang is a southpaw, so it's like he couldn't miss with the left. And I'm just like, yo, what's up with Joyce? Yo, like, he don't see these punches. And it seemed like I honestly was thinking, like, did Joyce not train for this fight? Because I'm like, this is the same dude that we seen murder Parker. And then we going up against Zhang. Man, I'm seeing Zhang shine on him, hitting him with lefts and rights and doing angles even. And I'm just like, what the hell? Zhang? Big boy Zhang is doing all that damage to Joyce? Couldn't believe it. Then when I'm seeing his eye getting more swole, you will think, all right, it's time to pick up the pace. Oh my God, yo, this dude's so slow. Yo, I was so disappointed, bro. Yo, I'll be honest, man. Like, yo, salute to Boxing Bros China, man, because, man, it was crazy, man. Yo, my man Zhang, salute to you.
G, remember, his mother's a fan of the show. No.
I mean, hey, what that mean, man? Salute to her too, but I'm just saying, you know, Zhang was eating some slow-cooked oxtails. I know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was despicable, man. But, yo, I will say this, salute to Joyce. I really like how he took the L. Like, he lost, but he was so positive. Like, yo, the dude even made a little joke about it was karma for what he did to Daniel Dubois and everything. And I was like, yo, this is a cool guy, man. Like, even in defeat, you gotta love him. But it's like, come on, bro. Please, man. Don't let this happen again. Activate that rematch clause and beat this dude, Zhang. Zhang, yo, salute to you for winning. But, yo, I can't have you messing up what we got going on right now in the heavyweight division, man. It's bad enough we got Usyk who messed it up. Now you in the picture, man. I can't have this, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to figure out who the big boy is of the division, and y'all keep messing this up, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, no pause, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is real, you know? So
I'm okay when I know who's the big boy in the division.
Hey, man, I just
want to know who's the best in the division.
Yeah, you know, that's what I meant. But I'm just saying, it's like, damn, man, like, Zhang, bro. You know what I mean? So, Juggernaut, you better. And I know he was saying something like he might not go.
We're going to talk about that in, like, the next segment.
Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't even peep that. My bad. But, yeah. So, salute to my man, Joyce. You know, I really do appreciate how humble you are and everything in defeat. That's cool and all, but I need you to pick up.
Nah, G.
What? Nah, I'm being honest.
It is, man.
It ain't no.
It is what it is.
Nah, no,
You
it's
out
not.
here apologizing.
Nah,
But it
nah.
is
Somebody
what
got to
it is.
apologize for that performance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. Yo, man, please. Yo, Joyce, do this for me, man. Get back in that ring and violate Zhang, bro. This ain't right, man. How you violate one? You know what it is? All right, this is where I'm about to start hating. Please pardon me, gentlemen. Y'all gotta allow me to say this, right? Put your finger down for 1 second, sir. Thank you. All right. What this is proven to me is, and I know Caden get ready to hate.
I didn't even. Yo, come on,
Get ready. I'm
fam.
saying, prepare yourself. Yo, AJ's really not that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
No.
I'm not letting you finish. I'm not letting you finish.
I know y'all gonna.
Shit.
Yo, I know I'm gonna get guillotined. It's cool, but let me just say this.
Why is AJ a part of this discussion?
Yo, listen, because AJ, right? Because Parker was getting praise, right? Remember, because Parker had a belt. So off rip, he's viewed as a champion. But then I seen the Juggernaut violate that champion. But then I see Zhang violate the Juggernaut, bro. So I'm like, yo, are these dudes really them dudes that I was thinking? So then it's like, AJ, I viewed you like this. Now I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It's just me being honest. You know, it just is what it is. You know, like, bro, these guys is like, no disrespect. You know, it's just, I want to see the best fight the best. You know what I mean? These guys aren't fighting the best. They fighting the subpar dudes, and the subpar dudes is showing out right now. This is getting crazy. I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. While we got the top dogs in hiding.
I just have a question. I just have a question for you.
Fury, AJ, Wilder in hiding right now. It's just getting crazy. The division's messed up.
I just got a question for you real quick.
Okay.
Who was the first person to beat Joseph Parker?
The first one was AJ.
And was Joseph Parker champion when AJ did it?
Yeah, but yo.
Okay, then. That's it. You know what I mean? Like, everything else is irrelevant. You talking about when Joe Joyce did it. When Joe Joyce did it, Dillian White had done it after.
That's another point. It's like
after Anthony Joshua did it, Dillian White did it. Anthony Joshua was also the first one to beat Dillian White. So, like, come on now. We sitting around here.
I'm just saying, man.
We sitting around here talking. One guy's giving people their first L, and everybody else is getting them leftovers.
I'm just saying, man. And they used to those victories used to mean something. Now it's like, were them dudes ever really that good? You know what I mean? Like, think about it. We don't even praise Charles Martin at all. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know. Same thing. Remember what I was saying about Andy Ruiz?
All right, great. Charles Martin is a bum, right? But that same bum brought Luis Ortiz. Had Luis Ortiz hurt, right? That same Charles Martin gave Luis Ortiz fits, and that's Deontay Wilder's best victory ever.
Listen, and then you're still proving my point. I don't think Wilder has a great resume either. I'm saying now, all these guys are making me wonder, like, well, y'all really like those type of dudes. You know,
so
like,
how about this then?
AJ's on a decline.
Okay.
Wilder's missing.
Did Wilder beat Charles Martin? No. Huh? Did Wilder beat Charles Martin?
No. Listen, I don't.
Did Wilder beat Joseph Parker? No.
I'm not even trying to
beat Dillian White? No. Did Anthony Joshua beat all of them? Yes. And he did it first. Continue.
All right. Salute.
Go ahead.
Still, that doesn't defeat my point. What I'm saying
it does defeat your point.
These guys, right, aren't that great. So it's like, yeah, AJ beat him first, but he's beating dudes that ain't that great. Andy Ruiz was never that great. Yeah, AJ lost to the dude, but he got it back. But I honestly feel AJ got hit by a lucky punch. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Salute to Mexico. He's the first heavyweight champion, yada, yada, yada. Yeah, that's all that good stuff. But the dude ain't really that good. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, yo, salute to AJ and Eddie. They're making these dudes into stars, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're going into a completely different argument. But you want to know who's not that good? Deontay Wilder. Okay. And Tyson Fury beat him. And you can say whatever you want, but that doesn't make Tyson Fury that good. Deontay Wilder
I agree with you.
resume is
Yo, you notice I never made this argument. Listen, I'm
okay.
saying
So
all
hold
of them.
on,
I'm saying the
hold
whole
on.
division.
But you want to go there with AJ. Here's my thing.
You
I know.
open
I
the
just
door,
mentioned
G.
all
You know,
three.
you brought
Open
AJ
the
into
door,
a
G.
juggernaut.
Yeah, you know
brought
why? I had to bring
AJ.
AJ because AJ's
You
the one
brought
who started,
AJ into a
Walker.
juggernaut discussion. Here's the difference in where I view AJ in comparison to how I view Tyson Fury and how I view Deontay Wilder. AJ gives these guys their first L, which means he takes on them when they're their most dangerous, meaning he takes on them when they haven't learned how to lose yet. That goes for Dominique Brazil. That goes for Dillian White. That goes for Charles Martin. That goes for Joseph Parker. That goes for all these guys you're naming who, after AJ destroys them, then other people want to fight them. That's what happens in boxing. Joe Joyce just got his first L, and now people are going to want to fight him because they see a blueprint on how to beat him. But does that mean Joe Joyce is a bum? No, it doesn't. Does that mean he's an easy fight? No, it doesn't. It just means that one day he took a L to Zhang. But this is what happens.
I never said any of them are bums.
I'm saying you're saying they're
G,
not that
stop
good.
lying. Stop lying, G. Off camera.
Off camera.
Nah, he ain't say they were bums off camera. I'm not gonna.
I didn't even say that. Yo, I never said Juggernaut's a bum. What you talking about?
No, you never said Joe Joyce was a bum.
That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about?
I don't get on. All right, I'm just waiting for my turn. I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun.
All right, I'll give the floor back to you, G. But where we part ways is, for me, there's something to be said about a person who takes on people when they're their most dangerous.
I respect that point. I do respect that point. And I could give AJ that. He's the first one to beat these subpar guys. Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yo, am I bugging?
No, I'm just saying.
No, hold on. Time out. Am I bugging like subpar? I'm not good.
Well, that's not calling him a bum, bro. It's just like, yo, Zhang's not a complete fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's the truth.
All right, one last point, and I'll let it die.
Go ahead.
How many former champions has Deontay Wilder beat?
One.
How many former champions has Anthony Joshua beat?
Yo, man. Let's hold on. Let me look at. We got.
Wait. Klitschko.
Yep.
Joseph Parker.
Joseph Parker don't count. Has he ever?
Andy Ruiz. Why doesn't Joseph Parker count?
Because you got to defend your title to be the champion. So Andy was never a champion either. You know what I'm saying?
So then Burmese Deverne was never a champion.
I didn't find it. Wilder got 0. You know
so Wilder got 0. Anthony Joshua got 1.
Joshua got 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
Still better than Wilder. Go ahead.
I'm not. Yo, listen. I am a Wilder fan, but I'm not a Wilder apologist. I'm not gonna lie about Wilder's resume. You know I don't do that. When y'all go in on his resume, I fall back. I'm like, yo, y'all got a point. I'm just gonna keep quiet. But I'm saying all of them are trash. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these guys are like avoiding one another. All the
calling them trash, calling them
dumb. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Go
Are
ahead.
they subpar, trash, or bums? G, clarify. We need clarity right now.
Hold on. The top 3, they're not bums, but they are trash because they're the top 3 division. Wilder, AJ, and Fury. Oh, let me take it back. I forgot. I gotta put it. I forgot about Usyk. There's no disrespect. Let me rephrase. All right, so I'm gonna say this. Usyk, I'll give Usyk number 1. Then the other guys. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Usyk, the rest of these guys.
Who are the other guys?
Like Wilder, AJ, Fury. Those are the other guys. They're all the top 4 guys in the. Yeah, the top 4. The top 4 in the division. That's why I want to exclude Usyk. Usyk's number 1. Usyk's the only one that's holding it down. He seems like he's the only one that's going for the challenges. He wants undisputed, yada, yada, yada. Salute to that man. I know I talk about his size in the heavyweight division, yada, yada, yada. But like, yo, I do respect the fact that he's a hard worker. I'm more bothered at the other guys. And this is where I agree with Caden. That like when people I've seen on like the comments, like on Twitter and stuff, people are now like the AJ fans are like celebrating about freaking Juggernaut losing. And I'm just like, for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, yo, people like, I know AJ will violate Juggernaut. Look at what Zhang did. I'm like, AJ wasn't in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then that's like the same thing that like the Wilder fans do. It's just weird to me, and it's just like y'all basing off of subpar dudes. Like this whole division is trash. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Just trash. It's bothering me, dog. Like it's just bothering me, son. Like
so once again, I ask you: are they subpar, trash, or bums? Like
no, they're not.
We can include garbage.
I'm just saying, like, yo, these guys don't deserve to be in the ring. I'm saying trash meaning their mentality, right? Like they don't want to fight each other. They're dodging each other. They're doing all kind of stuff. And I get it. I'm literally the one on this on Boxing Bros that be like, you know what? Negotiate the highest pay, but make sure y'all fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just fight. But it's like, yo, if you need to make a couple M's, go for them couple M's, but make sure the fight happens. Yo, man, it's just like, yo, we should have been already had Undisputed. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I got to deal with Zhang and
you were okay with us not getting Undisputed just a second ago.
No,
we didn't get Undisputed.
Oh, correction. I was like, yo, Fury, if Fury says he wants 70%, and as long as he can get it, get your 70. I never said let's not have Undisputed. That's not what I was saying at all. I'm saying if Usyk is foolish enough to agree to 30%, then that's what he gets. That's all I was saying. But real talk, we need the best fighting the best, man. That's all. And Zhang now getting involved is messing the game up. That's what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? Juggernaut had he was like number 4, number 5 on a lot of people's list. And he just lost to Zhang. So now what that put him at? That's all I'm saying, yo. So then now the mandatory spot, right? Does that mean like Joyce loses his mandatory to Usyk? So now it's Zhang versus Usyk? Who wants to see Zhang?
Zhang's next in line after.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody wants to see no Zhang versus Usyk. Come on, son. That's what I'm saying. At least Usyk versus Joyce was like kind of compelling. Well, back then, because you're like, yo, Juggernaut may be slow, but this dude's a powerhouse. After what I just seen, I'm like, yeah, I'm all set, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm just disappointed, man. Juggernaut, yo, get back in that ring and violate Zhang, man. Do it for us. For real. Do it for the heavyweight division, man. We missed that. You know what I mean? There need to be order in here. Law and order. Bring it back. Law and order. You know what I mean? Like, nah, yo, I'm being honest, yo. Yesterday was kind of like, it was vexing, man. It's just like, yo, come on, son. Like, there's an order to things, man. You rank number 4 or 5, bro. Keep your spot. Now we got Zhang in there. Yo, I'm just saying, man, it's just giving more reasons for the Wilders, the Furies, the AJs to just fight these subpar dudes and get credit for fighting subpar guys. Man, I just want to see the best fight the best now, man. I'm just tired of it. Go ahead, Ned.
Go ahead, Ned. Get him in there.
Yeah, when your favorite fighter dies, you go through some states. And you know the states are denial, anger, depression, bargaining, and then acceptance. He hasn't came to acceptance phase yet, but we'll see it.
What haven't I accepted? What haven't I accepted?
Huh?
What haven't I accepted?
The fact that your favorite, one of the fighters who's on your camp lost. You know, I'm not gonna hate on Joe Joyce. I don't know how you did it, but you got it done. But I don't know how you lost last night, man. But I don't know how you lost, but I saw how you lost. And how I saw how you lost, let me know that's how you should have lost. Because you're slow. You know, you're slow. You throw robotic punches. Everybody could see it coming. And Zhang was on timing. He was on timing last night, yo. And I'm just like, if Joseph Parker lost to Joe Joyce, he got knocked out, by the way. You're really not that guy, yo. And I used to think Joseph Parker was promising, like he was young.
Hold on, time out. See, I can say this, and I get violated. Ned say the same thing.
No, G, this is the only time we're on the same page. This is the only time we're on the same page. Let me finish.
Yo, man, that means I'm doing something wrong if we're on the same page.
Joseph Parker, you see a young 6'5" boxer, whatever, but he don't got the dog in him. And I'm just like, how'd you get knocked out by this man? You saw everything. You know he's slow.
Saw everything.
You know he's slow. But you got hit by every punch. And this is gonna boil my blood. The analyst had to said during the second round, Joe Joyce threw a total of 84 punches. When did he throw 84 punches? I didn't see 84 punches come out. That's this speed. 84 for a heavyweight is fast because it's usually like 50 and 84 is insane. 84 is insane. And you guys, you squinting. Go back and watch the fight and hear the analyst say it. He said Joe Joyce threw a total of 84 punches in the first 2 rounds. I'm like,
you said the first 2 rounds?
First 2. And you see? I watched the fight after y'all. I was like, I was watching the playoffs and everything. But listen, Joe Joyce, I love you. Your mother's a fan of the show. I don't want to disrespect you. Stop. But come on, yo. Last night, you turned up. I thought you turned off your camera for a second, G. I was like, yo, don't ever turn off your camera when I speak, because I speak the truth. I'm like you. I speak the truth. So Joyce, I don't know what happened last night. Like Zhang done like.
I don't know where this guy got to go, man.
I'm just like Zhang. When we was going to the Wilder fight in New York, Zhang was fighting, and Zhang, it wasn't the best Zhang we wanted, but Zhang, you showed up last night, and I'm proud of you. And that's why turn off your camera, Great Wall of TV, yo, because I'm in honor of Zhang. I'm the Great Wall of TV, and you did your thing last night, man.
It's not like how Zhang bangs, you know what I'm saying?
Huh? Say what?
You like how Zhang bangs? You know what I mean?
Watch him out, Zhang. Hey, we're not gonna get into that right now. But yo, Zhang, you did your thing last night.
Well, you gonna do it later?
Zhang, you did your thing last night. I don't know how these other fighters got you. You only got 1 loss, so it is what it is. But Zhang, yo, you gotta do better. Yo. I feel like you got a potential to be one of our stars in this sport, and just capitalize off that. This is your high right now, and ride that high horse till to the finish line. You hear me? You got the confidence. You beat the Juggernaut. Now you Zhang the Conqueror. All right, you gonna hold it down. You hear me? Zhang or no thing.
Great walls, yo. You sound like Zhang's Great Walls, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry.
My bad.
Yo, man, this is crazy, man. See, this is the problem with boxing. And, for me, last night just displays how easy it is to take a L when you take risk. You had Joe Joyce, who could have taken an easier fight, but decided to take on Zhang. So he fights Zhang. And I watched Zhang fight Flip Herkovich, and I thought Zhang beat Herkovich. I scored the fight for Zhang. I can even go to my card and pull it up. But the point is, Zhang could have very well have been an undefeated fighter when he stepped into the ring with Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce was actually an undefeated fighter. So you got to respect that. He wanted to challenge himself. He took on the challenge. Unfortunately, he took the L. That happens in the sport of boxing. Now, my critique of Joe Joyce will be what I always said. One is he takes too many punches. And people brought up the fact that he has a granite chin. But they overlook the possibility that his face may break down. Scar tissue doesn't always heal. Scar tissue sometimes is never the same. I look at some of my favorite fighters like Miguel Cotto. At this fight with Antonio Margarito, his face would always swell up badly. I think of what's his name? I think it's Israel Vasquez. His face. I think it's Israel Vasquez and Rafael Marquez, who had like a trilogy and Vasquez's face would always just like you look at people's face. Arturo Gotti's face used to get messed up a lot. And Joe Joyce's face shows signs of having large amounts of scar tissue. When you look at him, you could even see some like that it healed, but it's still there, like around his left eye, although it was, I believe, his right eye that swelled up. So moving forward, he has to be prepared for that. And I don't know if his cut man was late on getting on the inswell, like Timothy Bradley said. I want to give a shout out to Timothy Bradley for not strangling Mark Kriegel that entire telecast. It just seemed like Kriegel was trying to get under Bradley's skin, questioning everything Bradley said. If I was Bradley, I would have headbutted him. But yeah, so I don't know if they were slow getting with the inswell. I don't know if he would have been able to continue or able to fight longer if he had a better cut man in his corner. I don't want to put this on the cut man and on his team. But what I would say is, even if he has the beard to take these punches, his face may not be able to hold up and take that damage any longer. Go ahead, G.
Yo, Joyce did say that he could still see through the eye. So it's like, why did the doctor like end it?
Well, I was watching on the screen and it looked like he did get the numbers right.
Yeah.
But by the time the fight ended, he said, Joe Joyce says it himself, my eye is all the way closed now. He says that. And like he was trying to put on his jacket when he was speaking with Garth Davies. And like Garth even helps him at one point put on his jacket on the side of the eye where he couldn't see. So I think his eye did eventually close up. And I think the doctor knew it was going to close up, and the doctor didn't want it to close up in the middle of combat because that's what something bad could really happen to him. And Zhang was aware of it. Zhang said it. Zhang was like, yo, 2 more rounds, he was going to go. That eye was going to close, and he was going to go. Zhang was of the belief that Juggernaut couldn't take his punches early. And you said something, and I noticed it too. Those punches were wobbling Joe Joyce more than he normally reacted.
I've never seen the Juggernaut wobble like that. That was crazy. I was like, whoa. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so, I don't know if that had anything to do with him coming in at 250. They said he came in at 250 when normally he comes in around 270. I don't know if that played a role, but he definitely didn't take the punches as well as he normally would have. And I am of the mindset that Zhang probably would have got him out of there within, the next 2 or 3 rounds if the fight would have continued because of the damage to his eye. And we'll get into in the next segment whether or not we think Joe Joyce should activate his rematch clause and go into an immediate rematch. But my observations of that fight were that Joe Joyce found out you can't play that game of taking punches from every fighter because some of these guys hit too hard and your face won't hold up even if your chin will. These dudes can crack. And it's a whole different ball game between fighting Joseph Parker, who's a smaller heavyweight with faster hands, and fighting a guy like Zhang, who's like 6'5", 6'6", 280 with fast hands. You understand? Like, it's a whole different ball game. And so I think what he has to do now is go back to the drawing board and figure out, if he really genuinely believes he's capable of changing the outcome of this fight and how much time he thinks he needs to do that. And we'll talk about it in the next segment. But my takeaway from this fight was I always believed at some point he was going to take one punch too many. I remember Carlos Baldomir used to have a beard. Carlos Baldomir, everyone used to talk about how great his punch resistance was. And then one day he fought a young Canelo after he was in wars, and Canelo just knocked him out clean. Right? At some point, you're not going to be able to take all the punches. And, it happens. And I think this may be people beginning to see the kinks in the Juggernaut's armor, and maybe more people are going to be inspired to fight him. Like you said, G, you got people saying like, oh, what Anthony Joshua would do to him. And you got people now speaking, here's the deal. Step in the ring with him then. Y'all wait until y'all see someone take a L, and then all of a sudden y'all are all brave and y'all want to give victories to people who never stepped in the ring with him. Anthony Joshua didn't beat Joe Joyce. Zhang did. And there's attributes about Zhang that we don't know if Anthony Joshua would be able to handle. if it was him in that ring against Joyce, and vice versa. So, to sit around here, because there's a lot of things at play. Zhang's a southpaw. That angle could be what gave Joe Joyce the trouble. He didn't seem to know what to do with the left hand, right? But if a righty was in the ring, if he was in the ring with a righty, he probably would have. If Zhang was a righty, it probably would be different. You never know. So you can't sit around here acting like, oh, this person would do that. Yo, styles really do make fights.
That's a fact.
And so, go ahead, Ned.
I'm not to cut you off, Kaden, but I want to know, G, why do you go to bat for Joe Joyce so hard, but you disrespect AJ in the same breath?
What?
I'm just asking you a simple question.
Why
do you go to bat so hard for Joe Joyce?
I don't. What you mean?
But disrespect AJ in the same breath.
My critique of Joe Joyce and AJ are two different things. So I'm saying I don't believe Juggernaut should have lost to Zhang.
True.
So that's me going hard for Joe Joyce.
He lost and he got exposed.
Okay. So that's why in the next segment I'm just gonna say he needs to run it back.
I know. No. But I'm saying you get on us for rooting for AJ.
I don't get on y'all for rooting for AJ. What are you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I know y'all are AJ supporters. I don't care. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest.
Y'all are the AJ, because I don't know why AJ's even in this discussion about Zhang, but y'all can go ahead.
G got him. I gotta get on G on a lot of topics because of Joe Joyce. Because G was talking crazy about Joe Joyce. G was like,
yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie.
The second coming.
He played me, son. I honestly thought Joyce was gonna be that dude. I was like, it don't matter how slow he is, the damage that he's doing, it's a Rizzy rap. And after this, I'm like, yo, G, maybe you went too far. You know what I'm saying? So
you joined the wrong. Yeah.
Hey, maybe I was wrong.
Not in G23. Not in G23.
He ain't one of my G23 picks now.
Come on, G.
Relax. He ain't one of my G23
It's looking
picks.
suspect.
It ain't looking nothing suspect. Watch your mouth. Ain't nothing suspect over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, my G23 picks are solid. Unfortunately, this wasn't one of these fights. I didn't do no predictions for this fight. So I think I'm Gucci still. You know what I'm saying? So
you did your prediction before.
You know who you picked.
All the mess you was talking.
Y'all don't know what I picked.
You know who you picked. You know.
I picked Zhang.
You don't gotta know. You know who you picked.
I picked Zhang.
Nah, that's what we talking about.
Yeah.
You on the Zhang? Yeah, flip flop G2023.
You hear me? Hey, G already just left one bandwagon and hopped on the other. You see how G? Y'all see how G doing?
I can't wait. No matter what I say, I'm gonna be a loser. So it's whatever.
You see, G don't waste no time. You remember that song back in the days? Nasty Nas, the Esco to Escobar. Now he is not Shadamas. That's how fast G jump on them bandwagons, boy. Seth Mitchell, Bermain to Wilder. Now he is Tyson Fury. You know
these guys, yeah, these characters.
Hey, listen.
How do I know these guys?
I was just saying, let me close with this though, man. Joe Joyce, man, you got nothing to be ashamed of. I think you learned a lesson though, because see, people talk about other fighters when they take L's. The better the competition, the higher the likelihood you're going to take an L. But that's not the end of you. Look at all the great heavyweights back in the day. Look at George Foreman, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. Even though you could throw Ken Norton in there because he got some dubs. Like, these dudes were beating each other. And it wasn't just it was like Frazier beats Ali. George Foreman beats Frazier. Then Ali beats George Foreman. Like, just because Zhang beat you doesn't mean these other dudes can beat you, right? And that's the reality. Just because Fury beat Wilder doesn't mean all these other dudes can beat Wilder. Just because Usyk beat Joshua doesn't mean that these other dudes can beat him. You'll be surprised if these dudes actually got in the ring with each other of the outcomes, because styles do make fights. Boxing is about any given night, whoever's prepared to take advantage of mistakes will get the dub. It's very rare that you have undefeated fighters in the sport who were taking on elite level competition. That is for a reason. When the best fight the best, things happen. because you're in there with someone who's good enough to take advantage of your mistakes. That's what happened to Joe last night. He was in there with someone who was good enough to take advantage of his mistakes. He wasn't able to stop it from happening. He needs to figure out a way to get better at that. And the reality is, even if he does that, the other guy may figure out another way, because that's what happens at this level. Adjustments, IQ, intellect, athleticism. This is the top level. And worst comes to worst, maybe you aren't the top guy, but at least you can sleep at night knowing you took on that challenge, something these other guys can't say. So salute to Joe Joyce. Please stick around for the next segment where we discuss whether or not we think Joe Joyce should go into the immediate rematch. Please like, share, and subscribe. Remember, you can listen to our podcast on all major streaming services. That's the Great Walls of TBE. We are the Boxing Bros.
Yo, you definitely said walls.
I know. Y'all playing.